In this session, the topic we discussed is about stress management, introduction, and meaning of stress. Introduction. Stress is the way human beings react both physically and mentally to changes, events, and situations in their lives. People experience stress in different ways for different reasons. The reaction is based on your perception of an event or situation. Let's discuss the meaning of stress. Stress is normal human reaction that happens to everyone. Stress means physical or mental tension. Stress occurs when the person is in pressure which is greater than the resource. There are certain factors which is included in the model of stress. The factors includes environmental factors, organizational factors, and individual factors. The word stress has become a commonplace term in this world of uncertainty, speed, and high expectation. Quite often, people talk about stress related to their workplace or family or even travel from home to office. Today's situation includes dual career families, children with high expectations and demand, and severity with health issues, environmental pollution, and several things. And expanding social networks connected by mobiles or internet are the features that described as modern stressful life. Students are under heavy pressure in the competitive world characterized by demanding performance and examination, less job opportunities, high expectations of recruiters, and pressures from family obligations and high hopes. Stress management is therefore a universal need, and one should learn how to manage stress to enrich the quality of life. The environmental causes, which is from the surroundings. The surroundings, the place where a person is brought up, the situations in the society, and it can be very stressful. There is a lot of pressure from the surroundings or the environment to perform best. Hence, it affects the stress level of an individual. When it comes to organization, people who are working face high risk because of there is a lot of pressure with targets, deadlines, performance, and promotion becomes a big question mark. Appraisal or performance appraisal, time to time reviews being very stressful to several individuals. They can be also individual factors. There are certain life events that even day to day situations that top the list when it comes to causing us stress, like death of a loved one, divorce, loss of a job, increase in financial obligations, marriage issues, moving to a new house or a locality, chronic illness or injury, emotional problems such as depression, anxiety, anger, grief, feel of guilt, low self esteem, and so on. Taking care of even an elderly or sick family member is also stressful. Traumatic situations such as natural disaster, calamities, diseases, theft, violence against anybody, loved one, or friends, that will also lead to stress. Environmental factors, as we just discussed, it's about uncertainty in the economic conditions, political uncertainty, technological uncertainty leads to lot of issues and in individuals' performance and stress level. Organizational factors which affects towards stress is the demand for the task being performed, role demands. People find it difficult to balance the different roles which they play in the organization, and maintenance of a good and cordial relationship with colleagues and other people in the structure of the organization is very difficult. Hierarchy issues relating to organizational structure and the style of leadership being adopted in an organization will also contribute towards the stress levels. One has to balance these, otherwise, it leads to a lot of health issues and disorder. Managers who are critical, demanding, unsupportive are also the main cause for stress. delay in promotion, lack of training, job insecurity, strained relationships at work, and discrimination or harassment at work, especially if the company is not supportive, one faces these stress levels. Job related can also related to role ambiguity, role conflict, role overlapping, heavy workload or too much responsibility, working long hours and working under dangerous conditions and situations can also be stressful. An organization culture of unpaid overtime or presentism can also cause stress. Organizational change, especially when consultation has been inadequate, is a huge source of stress. Individual factors, individual being unhappy in your job and having to give speeches in front of the colleagues will also be very stressful. Life stresses, excessive stress can cause psychological and physical problems for individuals and dysfunctional behaviors in family and organization. The consequences of stress may range from mild to severe health disorders. People experiencing stress often complain headache, indigestion, like problems relating to chest congestions and ulcers too. Two excessive stress products are burnout and trauma. So, stress can affect an individual both psychological and physical reactions. Workplace stress is the harmful physical and emotional response that can happen when there is a conflict between job demands on the employee and amount of control an employee has over these meetings of the demands. Those that are intrinsic to the job include long hours, work overload, time pressure, difficult or complex tasks, lack of breaks, lack of variety, and poor physical work conditions. Hence, all these factors contribute and make an individual face the situation of high stress.